Coming this fall, an all-new season of the hit survival series Alone, Celebrity Edition.
I caught a fish, I reeled it in, I did everything you're supposed to do. But then, I looked it in the eye and I was so disturbed by the consciousness I saw there that I let it go. I'm going to starve.
Okay, first of all, I'm so sorry, but trees are stupid. Why? Because we've been chopping them down for literally ages and they still just stand there.
Hey, Mr. Bear, you want to take a run at my food? Go ahead. I'd like to see you try. See, because I've been up since 2:30 working on my shelter. Yeah, I fastened the top to the ridgepole with snail wire. Inspired me better.
Okay, well, it's day one. I'm out here. I've got my survival knife for cutting and various functions. And over here, I've got my whisk. Feeling really good about the whisk.
What are you, a beaver? I'm a big fan of your work. No, seriously. What you're able to do with trees, building dams, it's fabulous.
Well, howdy all you little cowpokes, and happy 8th birthday to Dylan. My name's Wrangler Ron, and I'm here to teach y'all a little square dance. You ready? Woohoo! Now, get on up. Get off of those chairs, cowboys over here, cowgirls over there. Now, every feller, grab a girl, take her hand and give her a... What's that now? You're them? Okay. So you don't want to have a side? Okie dokie, that's more than fine. We're still gonna have a grand old time. Tell you what, little them, you be with me. Now, do-si-do on the count of 3. 1, 2... Sorry? You're a what? Your ex? Well, that's great, little ex. You go with them, and y'all two can be the best of friends. That's erasing? Okay. I'm sorry. I did not mean it like that. How about this? How about let's forget about boys and girls and just grab the person next to you, line up, and go 2 by 2. You guys are a throuple.
Hey, Chestnut, let me get a trough of water and a carrot. How am I doing? I just did 14 trips around the park. That's how I'm doing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad the tourists are back, but days like today, forgive me if the magic starts to wear off a little bit. I mean, you think some of these momos never been in a park before? Oh, Michael, it's so romantic. Really? Would you think it was romantic if I told you the hot dog guy pisses into a milk jug behind his cart? Or how about that the snow monkeys in the zoo are all constantly railing each other? Let me tell you something. It loses some of the romance when there's 9 of them.
Well, Susan, Doug, looking at your portfolio, I'd say you guys are still right on track with your retirement goals. But of course, that was before I knew you had your eyes on a lake house. So, if you'd like to pursue a slightly more aggressive investment strategy, one thing to consider is
The babe, the child with flaxen hair, your firstborn son and only heir. Bring him to me tonight in my cave, and ye shall have the riches ye crave.
Of course, there's also our Blue Chip Growth Index Fund. It's pretty heavy in the semiconductor space, but I think that makes sense right now. Still, with your timeline, I'd probably recommend
The cave, my cave tonight. We'll make the trade by fire's light. Rubies and gold will dry your tears, and I'll live for 1,000 years.
Great, so we'll just keep those allocations like they are, and if you guys can drop off the boy 11, 12-ish, I'll drink his soul and we'll be in business.